What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the E30 again, and we're going to be doing another install. But this time it's not going to be any engine work, it's actually going to be exterior. The whole kit is pretty much complete. We have the cow catcher up front, we have the rare Zender side skirts, and then we have a Zender rear apron. I do want to switch this one out to a different one just because it does sag a bit. I ended up buying an E30 a long time ago. I don't think I made a video on it, but I bought it for $1,000, which is crazy nowadays. It wasn't running, I got it running and I flipped it. But in the trunk, it actually came with some clear tail light lenses. And I was thinking, might as well do them up because my old tail lights were painted, it was pretty nasty. So I said, fuck it, we'll just redo them. And I actually have one of them right here. But I just didn't like the way they looked that much. And everyone was telling me to keep them, but I'd rather go back to OEM. So I was able to source a driver side, but I cannot find a passenger side for the price I want because they're expensive. And I got some other goodies too, which are pretty rare. I have this review mirror, which looks just like any other one, but it has map lights. I got a late model shifter because I'm actually going to be getting rid of the Garagistic one just because it's too crazy and I'm trying to make this car more suitable for daily driving. So I got this thing that I'm going to be rebuilding. The early model transmissions didn't have that regular style shifter. They actually had a sheet metal one. So I picked this thing up from work and it's an M3, I would say, transmission adapter. It bolts up where the old sheet metal shifter would be and it allows you to use a late model shifter. So I picked this up and I also picked up a bunch of other stuff from work because working at BMW has its pros. So I have a bunch of OEM bushings that I'm ordering, trying to get this thing all settled in. Aside from all the cool stuff, let's go into the main thing for today's video.
I actually told him to get this because I actually liked it too.
Yeah.
It made the front of the car look a lot better.
Like we said, everything's kind of done in the front. I do want to repaint a lot of things, but there's one thing that I really wanted to do. All right, you
sure, ready?
These are sick, dude. I did scope them out before.
Ready?
Yeah. Other way around. Flip them over, flip them over. Yeah. These are Depot Euro Smileys. These aren't the originals, so no, they're not OEM BMW ones. Since my car is an early model, the wiring doesn't just bolt up. So I am gonna have to be doing some splicing. These should be good. They have some good reviews.
They're good.
And yeah, they're LED bulbs. So we're gonna have to do some tweaking. I hope I can run these because you have to do some wiring for them too. So it's gonna be a bunch of wiring today, but we can actually mock it up and see how it looks. I'm pretty excited because these look really nice and it's gonna be a huge difference to this car, especially with the lighting. Like these are yellow, so it looks gross. One of my high beams actually has a crack in it and I've been too lazy to replace it because obviously I wanted to swap them out. But what do you guys think about the European grills? I know the Euro grills complete this line right here, makes it look more aggressive. I'm thinking about getting them. I just wanna wait for some genuine ones. I kinda have these set up pretty ghetto rigged. So these are just clips holding the whole thing. I don't even have the bolts. And the whole grill should just come off. That's what I like about old cars. It's like a lot of shit's simple. You have 3 bolts and the whole unit just comes out.
So it's not like some cars you got to take the whole bumper off.
For anyone wondering if I'm gonna be selling these parts, I think I came to the conclusion that I'm gonna be keeping a lot of E30 parts because they're gonna start getting really hard to find and everything's gonna be expensive. So when it comes to the E30, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I'm just gonna be hoarding, unfortunately, for my own good. Just in case I ever get another E30 and I wanna have like some decent parts on it, I can just reuse the parts from this car.
I'll start doing the same thing because the G35 is going to be a classic.
Shut up, bro. Get out of here with that bullshit. Make sure to follow the Static Garage parts page on Instagram. We're gonna be posting even more parts on sale, including this G35 350Z adjustable clutch pedal, which is really nice because you can adjust the throw, the height of the pedal, and all that good stuff. Damn, bro, my car looks naked. The one thing I love about the radiator and fan setup is you can just see it peeking through since we don't have an AC condenser. It just looks so good. Shout out to Koyorad. They make the best radiators. We're checking them out right now, trying to install everything. And we're actually able to get the high beam side to fit, but the actual housing cap, this guy, is way too small. This fin cap is just so big that even if you try to like close it, it just won't fit. And I don't want to start cutting things and modifying them. We ended up just picking up the bluest halogens, which honestly aren't even gonna be blue. They're probably just gonna be white, but they're expensive. They're like 70 bucks for 2. So we're gonna be throwing these in and hopefully the wiring and everything will be good because we already wired them up to the connectors that we're gonna be using. So it'll just be plug and play and we can just remove them whenever we want. So I took the time to wire everything up. I just have to wire the car, but these should be fairly simple. They just have one pin, which was kind of weird because they don't really have a ground. It's grounded on the unit. So the high beam is wired up, but the issue with the low beam is that there's 3 wires, 1 common ground and 2 wires that go to the bulb that are switching filaments, because there's actually 2 filaments there. And that's because when you turn on your high beams, both low and high beams are supposed to stay on. I personally don't really care. I just want the high beams on when they're supposed to be, and I don't care if the low beams turn off. So what we're doing now is we have the low beams on, and we're gonna see which one of those 2 wires is sending 12 volts, because we're not gonna need the one that kicks on when the high beams are on. So obviously brown is common ground. This one has power. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna need to wire up. I love using heat shrink because it covers up the ugly butt connectors and everything just looks factory. Everything looks good, dude.
There you go.
Look at that. Well, they bolt up to the factory spots. That's good.
Now it's just a matter of putting the covers on.
Wait. You know what we do with these bolts, right?
What are we gonna do?
Polish them like some goddamn men. Yeah, this one pushed down a little bit, so I would just have to adjust that one. You see how that light is like facing up?
Yeah, but it looks good.
Here, let me connect the low beam, see if they work. Damn, that looks really good though.
Oh, that looks awesome.
That looks sexy, bro. Goddamn. All right, turn it on again. Sheesh. That looks so good. Damn, it makes the front end like look newer. I'm really happy with the color because typically halogens are always yellow. So this color is perfect. Go. This is really good, bro. I feel like the only thing left for this to be fully dailyable is tweaking the ride height a little bit and getting the passenger tail light so I can drive at night, because I do not want to invest in LED bulbs for those clear tails. Those are so ugly, but I'll probably keep them just in case someone wants to pay top dollar for them, because those things are actually sought after. But on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
No one ever really dies. T threw a rack in the sky. She threw it back from the side. I was just losing my mind. You right here.